You were never failing with women because you weren't good enough. You were failing because you were taught the wrong language of attraction. You were taught to explain, to reassure, to give more, try harder, and stay available. But attraction doesn't listen to effort. It listens to instinct. And once biology makes its decision, no amount of words can reverse it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why trying harder often makes desire fade, and why the men who say less are the ones who are remembered. The core misunderstanding. Most men try to seduce using social logic. You explain your intentions. You show consistency. You believe clarity creates safety, and safety creates attraction. But female desire does not operate in logic. It operates in biology. It reads posture before words, energy before promises, presence before emotion. Evolutionary psychologist David Buss, one of the world's leading authorities on human mating behavior, explains that female attraction strategies are ancient, unconscious, and selective by necessity, not cruel, not emotional, efficient. Across thousands of generations, the female brain learned to filter empty promises and detect instability, not through conversation, but through behavior under pressure. Seduction, through this lens, stops being performance and becomes recognition. Why trying harder makes attraction disappear. Here is where you lose without realizing it. You offer reassurance, but your body transmits need. You offer availability, but her instinct reads low competitive value. You rush to prove you're different, and only confirm fear of loss. Attraction is not about being understood. It's about being recognized. Recognized as someone who doesn't bend under testing, who doesn't change rhythm to please, who doesn't negotiate for approval. This truth is uncomfortable, but freeing. Women do not choose the kindest man. They choose the man whose presence signals strength, stability, and rarity. Kindness without boundaries becomes submission. Empathy without control becomes fragility. Availability without scarcity becomes desperation disguised as care. The good man illusion. The most destructive mistake in attraction is disguised as virtue. You believe that being good, understanding, and endlessly available will create desire. But desire does not grow from comfort. It grows from tension. The good man gives too freely, explains too much, offers emotional access without challenge. When affection is easy, the instinct does not value it. David Buss explains that throughout evolution, women favored men who displayed two critical traits: the ability to generate stability, emotional dominance, not aggression, but control. Control of emotion, control of reaction, control of presence. The harmless man feels safe, but safety alone does not create desire. Tension does. Why silence speaks louder than words. A 2011 study from the University of British Columbia revealed something that contradicts modern advice. Women reported stronger attraction to men with calm, serious expressions than to constantly smiling men. Why? Because constant smiling signals approval-seeking. Neutral presence signals self-sufficiency. The female brain does not analyze this. It feels it. The calm man with steady posture and relaxed gaze creates tension without effort. The excited, expressive man dissolves it. Presence is not performance, and effort is often interpreted as insecurity. The test you keep misreading. What you call rejection is often a test, not to reject you, but to read you. A cold comment, a delayed response, a subtle contradiction. She is not attacking you. She is measuring your center. Evolutionary psychology shows that female desire evolved to detect false signals of strength. Tests are filters. When you react emotionally, explain yourself, or defend your value, her instinct concludes that your strength was a mask. When you remain calm, unchanged, and grounded, desire installs itself quietly. The man who reacts positions himself below. The man who observes positions himself above. Power is self-control. You were taught that masculinity is dominance over others. It isn't. True power is dominance over yourself. A woman does not desire aggression. She desires controlled danger. A man who could leave but chooses to stay. A Harvard study from 2022 showed that men with emotional independence and clarity of purpose are perceived as more attractive and trustworthy. Autonomy is magnetic. Dependence repels. She does not want to be your world. She wants to orbit a man who already has one. Purpose creates gravity. What actually creates lasting desire? You are not admired for what you promise. You are admired for what you represent. When your time is scarce, it is valued. When your focus is internal, it is felt. When your life moves forward with or without her, attraction deepens into respect. Autonomy, mystery, purpose. This triad sustains desire. Here is the truth you were never told. Women do not seek love first. They seek value. Love comes later, when instinct recognizes strength, stability, and self-control. You do not lose women to better-looking men. You lose them to men who understand how attraction actually works. If this message resonated, subscribe for more content that teaches mastery, not illusion. And remember, true seduction was never in words. It was always in presence. In the next video, I'll show you the one behavior that makes a woman chase, even after she pulls away. Until then, master silence.